Let's go over your work from part 2. Your specific wording for each of these statements may be slightly different from mine, and that's perfectly okay. You just want to make sure of two things. One, that your subject and predicate terms, however you've chosen to express them, refer to the same things that my subject and predicate terms refer to. And two, you want to make sure that your predicate terms are consistently expressed as plural nouns or noun phrases. All right. Any bank that makes too many risky loans will fail. That sounds an awful lot like all banks, because if it's any bank, it's all banks that make risky loans are banks that will fail. Number 2, temporary workers are not eligible for fringe benefits. Okay, there's two ways we could have gone about doing this. One is with an E statement, no temporary workers are workers who are eligible for fringe benefits, or as an A statement, all temporary workers are workers who are ineligible for fringe benefits. Okay, so these are just versions with one another, which means they're logically equivalent. Number 3, terrorist attacks succeed whenever security measures are lax. Whenever is the key word here. That functions just like if, telling me that what follows it is going to serve as the subject term of my statement. All times security measures are lax are times terrorist attacks succeed. Number 4, bromine is extractable from seawater. Did you have to look up what bromine is? I translated that as all substances identical with or identical to bromine are substances extractable from seawater. You may have different wording. You just want to make sure that your subject and predicate terms are countable nouns or noun phrases and that they're referring to the same things that mine do here. Not all guilt feelings are psychological aberrations. Well, that must mean that some guilt feelings are not psychological aberrations. Number 6, every jazz fan admires Duke Ellington. Well, if everyone does, then they all do. All jazz fans are admirers of Duke Ellington or Duke Ellington admirers. Number 7, if it's a halogen, then it isn't chemically inert. There's two ways you could do this. As the A statement, we'd have something like all halogen elements are elements that are chemically non-inert. Ugh, I don't like that one. Maybe this one's better. No halogen elements are elements that are chemically inert elements. I don't like either one of these. Mine are too wordy. You probably come up with something better than me. You just want to make sure that whichever one of these you chose, that you've got subject and predicate terms that refer to the same things that my clunky subject and predicate terms, well, particularly my predicate terms here, do. Number 8, a television show that depicts violence incites violence. A television show that does that must mean all television shows that depict violence are television shows that incite violence. Number 9, manipulators do not make good marriage partners. That is true. All right, there's two ways you could go about doing this. No manipulators are good marriage partners. Or the aversion. All manipulators are people who are non-good or bad marriage partners. Non-good. Ugh, I don't like that. Yours is probably better. All right, number 10 is a super tricky one. None but. People oftentimes get tripped up by this one. None but pirate ships fly the Jolly Roger. There's two ways we can do that. All all ships that fly the Jolly Roger are pirate ships, or no ships that fly the Jolly Roger are non-pirate ships. All right, so if any of these have left you kind of scratching your head and wondering, I don't get that, you know what to do. Shoot me an email.